Kayuba Remix.
You know I'm gonna get you, yeah. Whatever it takes to get there. No, I won't drop you like everybody else does. Forget about your friends, they don't care where we go. If they do, we'll get lost in a crowd of people. I've been looking for you forever, baby. We go together, baby. We go. In this crazy world of choices, I've only got a few. Either you're coming with me, or I'm coming with you. 'Cause I finally found you. I finally found you. You never have to worry if what I see is true. Girl, I've been looking for you, and when I saw you, I knew that I finally found you. I finally found you.
This Kayuba Remix.
Sore hari, berwarna biru, seluruh hatiku menanti kabar yang aku generation has hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Hani. Okay, hi guys, to our viewers and listeners out there. My name is Grace, and welcome to your TikTok series brought to you by University Tun Abdul Razak. Now, digital marketing has been around for years, but it has been accelerated by the pandemic. And every business owner and companies have been looking towards digital marketing solutions to survive and thrive in this time. One of the buzzwords in many conversations is that businesses nowadays are lost if they do not go digital. And this is a big deal, whether you're a huge company or a small company. I have with me some amazing people here today, and I'm going to chat with them on the importance of having a good and solid background in digital marketing skills in this digital sphere. Before I introduce them, let me remind the viewers there to follow our media, My Uniraza, Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe Uniraza, My Uniraza YouTube channel so that you'll get the latest updates on our programs and upcoming events. Okay, with me here right now, I have Mr. Behran Pazikar, fondly known as Mr. Hani, the Group CEO of Chamran Digital Group. And I also have Miss Molly Boyd, industry expert from Chamran Academy. Guys, welcome to the show. Thank you for taking the time out to come and talk to me today.
You so much for having us.
No
Thank you
problem.
very much. Good day to everyone.
Okay. No problem. Okay, so Mr. Hani, he is the Group CEO of Chamran Digital Group. He has been a digital strategy consultant for over 60 international companies using comprehensive digital marketing to grow the businesses in different industries by implementing interactive digital marketing and multi-channel platforms. They have set up Chumrun in 2017 with three people and made it one of the fastest growing digital marketing agencies in the country. They have built a multi-million dollar company and have now over 30 staff. So, Mr. Hani, let's talk about Chamran Digital Group itself first. Can you tell me how this business came together and what were you doing before you started Chamran and why did you think that this kind of solutions you offer were necessary even 3 years ago when you started?
Sure. Thank you very much. Good afternoon to everyone, all the viewers and audiences who joined for this Uniraza talk. Thank you very much for inviting me. In fact, we have a great partnership with Uniraza. Okay, a little bit about me. In fact, I was studying. I started my study in 2004, doing computer science in MMU, and then I continued my study in 2007 when I was starting to do IT, in fact, master of my computer science in UKM. That's the time that I was working on augmented reality. It was quite early in the country, and then I also continued my PhD in Nottingham University in the science. Along the way with my career, I was working with in the university as a lecturer. So in fact, I was in the university as a lecturer, as a dean of the school, related to the IT faculty. And then I had a chance to work also with a few public university to set up the campus. So within my career, as a lecturer, and then because of my background was computer science, so I get a chance to in fact help some of the university to grow the business via digital marketing. 5 years ago, we have decided to set up Chamron Digital as a digital marketing agency with the background and knowledge that I had in 15 years in computer science and IT. I started to get a great partner. Was Sina, who was the a Google certified, who was my classmate and who was the person who is now actually working. He was the digital strategist of Sydney Chamber of Commerce. We set up Chamron together, and then with Zahra also. And then we start to gather the people who are great fresh graduate, and then they are very knowledgeable. So we get them, and then we set up Chamron. So the reason why Chamron was that we thought actually with this platform, with the skills of digital marketing, we will be able to help companies, especially in higher education and medical tourism, to be able to grow. We can help them to grow because the method that we set it up together and we tested with a few university, it works very well. So we decided to expand it. We start on 2015 2015, the we set up Chamron, but after 1.5 year that we failed to get a project, we working very hard, and then in the near to end of 2016, we got our first project in digital marketing. We were 2 people, 3 people, in fact, started in one sharing table in one of the co-working space, and now in 3 years we reached to over 30 staff that we have. We have office in Malaysia. Also, we have our office in Sydney as well as Newcastle. So we have 3 branches because we work with the university in UK, and also we have a client in Australia. So that was a growth we had in the past 3 years. And then with our methodology, with our platform, with our strategy, we could achieve great results for the clients who were working with us, especially in higher education, hospitality, and medical tourism.
Now, digital marketing industry has seen growth as what you have just said. It's so fast that most of the businesses are heavily investing in digital marketing. Now, a great digital marketing professional will have the ability to adapt quickly and learn on their own, even being ready to pivot into different digital careers as they choose or as needed should traditional skills become less in demand. Digital marketing career field, it's important not to forget about leveraging and improving your hard and soft skills as you move forward into exciting new positions, which is exactly why we have this conversation today, why digital marketing skills are important and is here to stay. So with me, I have our next speaker, Ms. Molly Boyd, who is an industry expert from Chamran Academy. She is a lecturer. She coaches and trains for Grow with Google, an initiative where Google offers free training and tools such as Google Ads, Google Analytics to help you grow your skills, career, and businesses. She also serves as an ambassador for Women's Tech and I Am Remarkable, an initiative that is committed to leverage women in technology and workplace. So, welcome again, Ms. Molly Boyd. You are a
Thank you.
lecturer for Chamran. You are a lecturer for Chamran Academy. Could you brief us your background and what's your vision?
Okay. Well, hello everybody. As mentioned, my name is Molly. Um, I am a professional lecturer with Chamron Academy. And on top of that, I'm also supporting an initiative called Mahi Digital Bersama Google, where we help our local business owners by sharing the free tools and resources for working remotely and transitioning their business to digital via this workshop. Just to give you a little bit of information here, the digital economy is actually embedded in every corner of our lives, and it's definitely not going anywhere. So, for example, like the internet, the mobile phones, the computer, and various tools of information management has completely changed the way how that we live, how people learn, how we interact and work. So, with that, youngsters today are already exposed to the various digital tools and are driving innovation in the technology sector. So this has resulted in a mind shift of sorts in the education sector, with more and more institutions around the world do realize the importance of adapting the technology into the classroom. So in essence, what am I trying to say is like, with Tamroon Academy, we aim to deliver the knowledge with the real life application for our students today. Yeah.
That's great. So I love your vision. I love that you say that digital marketing skills are definitely here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It will be evolving, and it's definitely the future. So
Absolutely.
yeah, Mr. Honey, if students out there who have just finished their SPM and they're looking to, or their STPM and they're looking to be in the digital marketing industry, could you please tell us what are the pathways and how and what do they apply for? So maybe you could share with us how would they study a digital marketing program, or would they need to do a business program or IT program? Could you please enlighten us more on that?
Sure. Thank you very much. Actually, before I explain that, I want to say some great things happen in Malaysia when we started our digital marketing as a service provider. Then we start this digital marketing with Unirazza, and then Unirazza in fact came out with the. So I want to talk about the partnership happened with Unirazza first. Then I will explain about. I'll get back to your question. So Unirazza actually was among the first university to who had the permission, the authority or license, in fact, to run degree fully online. So they had a BBA program, and then the majoring happened that it was several majoring such as digital marketing, social media, and also business analytics. So along the way, the smart decision that happened was actually when we had the opportunity to tie up together a good reputable university together is with the international digital marketing agency to actually involve into the teaching the curriculum that has been designed in the university as an individual course and also in the large scale as a BBA program. So the BBA program, I think, is the first time happening in the country that a BBA program actually 30% of the modules is going to be taught by industry experts who are actually running massive form of digital marketing for many companies in Malaysia and also in international market. So get back to the question is that now, the question is actually why we should study digital marketing and why there are a lot of talk there that this skill is important. The most important thing is actually now the report came out that there are 2 million job uh, job opportunity is about digital marketing. And digital marketing now, if you look at like 15 years ago when I was doing IT was very wide range. What do you study? I study IT. So it become very wide range, and then slowly it become break down into the different majoring itself. So it was, for example, go into the study multimedia, study programming, software engineering, and many more. So similar things happen in the digital marketing. Digital marketing now is very wide range of skills which inside every individual part also could be massive skills and massive job opportunities there. So let me break down a little bit about that. Like digital marketing, on the digital marketing, one of the important part is social media marketing. One of the part is Google advertising. One of the part is email marketing. One of the important part is search engine optimization. One of the part is actually remarketing strategy. One of the part is mobile marketing. One of the part is segmentation analysis and attribute marketing. So this all it's, and then part of that, the important part is actually the UX design. So how you design the page in the way that can sell. Important part of that is actually how you design or create an e-commerce platform that can work within the digital the landscape and bring you result. So and then part of that, the most important thing, like fuel for the engine, is actually content marketing. So how content marketing you should design, which is all of them is like a series of chain that need to be connected together to make a business to be successful. So get back to the question is that uh, students now, you see the challenge here is many students, they go to university and parents send their student to university because they want students to get a good job. So a student to get a good job, they go to university. However, now universities are not the only source of knowledge at this stage. So if we talk about 10 years ago, students, they go to university, they graduate, they get job. Now we can see that the gap between university graduate and the job demand in the market is getting more and more. I think the challenge is that everyone knows. So many people are addressing this in Malaysia, not only Malaysia, actually many countries. So the university, in fact, the gap between university and industry is getting more. So now how to fill up this gap is actually university get in touch with the industry to actually come on board and then look at the curriculum, improve that, and make sure a student they reach to the level that actually they can fulfill the job demand in the market. So if students are looking for the skills to be survived in this critical situation, then digital marketing is the most important skills that they need to have. Either they work as individual, as a startup company, as an individual with the very less operation cost. When you study digital skills, your operation cost is very low. In fact, you just need a laptop In certain time, you just need a mobile phone. So your operation cost is low. You don't need to actually set up an office. So you either start your own business, but studying digital marketing, you can start and grow your business, and at the same time, you can also start to look at the job demand in the market. I was looking at the report from MDEC that released over 60%, if I'm not mistaken, over 60% of the SMEs in the country are lack of expert in digital skills. And digital skills, in fact, massive area of that is fall under digital marketing. So the great motivation for students and parents to have a guaranteed field and the right pathway to move on is actually learn digital skills, because they can start a business with very low operation costs, and also they can fulfill the massive requirement in the country, and many other in fact international market globally, because now the good thing in digital marketing is actually it doesn't matter where are you from or where are you located, you can still do a project for anywhere. That's what we do. In fact, we do project with Singapore, UK, Australia, Canada, anywhere. Doesn't matter actually where is the company located, because everything is online. So the moment you're immersed with the skills and the environment in digital, then your job opportunity and your career and your growth is massive for your pathway. And this is, I think, something that encourage everyone to they have to learn digital skills. So I think digital skills, if UNESCO last time was telling learning language, if you don't know language, then you are lack of education. I think digital skills is the most important skill that everyone, especially the young people, they need to know to be survive in the future of digital economy.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
I totally agree with you on that. I like that you said university is not the only source of knowledge, which is very true right now. People are going into workshops and they're just learning things out of Google.
So we will start with what is the difference between traditional marketing and digital marketing.
Mhm.
So when I mentioned traditional marketing, it uses traditional media like magazines, newspaper, digital marketing. So digital marketing is basically uses media such as social media and websites. So again, coming back to traditional marketing is actually a conventional mode of marketing that helps to reach out to semi-targeted audience. So when I say magazines and newspapers, and then there's TV, radio, so you broadcast to them, and then there's a direct email, like postcards, catalogs, and then telephones, telemarketing, SMS marketing. I'm pretty sure that most of us would have gone through all these marketing strategies. You would get like a random phone call from people, and then like in your house. Mailboxes, there's a lot of magazines and like postcards and all that, right? So when it comes to outdoor, you can also see like a billboards like on a highway. So those are all traditional marketing. And then for digital marketing is basically it applies for any businesses regardless of their size. So what it does is actually connects with the prospects and convert more of them into clients or customers. So everything that you can look up on engine, like on a search engine, name it from Facebook or like on Twitter or like on LinkedIn. So I'll give you a couple of what comes under digital marketing. So pretty much there's a content marketing, it's like a social media marketing, and we also have like a marketing automation, inbound marketing, and affiliate marketing. So all this part of digital marketing. Okay. Now, I think the second question that you did pop up to me is like, is it a still same concept, or do they need a specific skill to study digital marketing? Well, I would seriously recommend you. I do know that most of the students out there are gonna go and learn and grab the information about like digital marketing. But on top of that, I also recommend them to have like a very strong writing and editing skills. So again, writing and editing skills is like at the heart of digital marketing. It's definitely the content, right? So writing and editing are like more than just producing articles for like long blogs or like pages or anything. So it's more about you connecting with the target audience using the relevant message. So that's number one, that you need to have like good writing and editing skills. So second one is like listening skills. Okay, so one common error that most of the brands out there they tend to do is like they tend to make is focusing too much on creating the content and promoting the content, but they fail to establish a very good relationship with their customers. You know, because they are the one who's supposed to be their evangelist or their promoters of the business, right? So do adapt the learning skills. That's the second one. And the third one is like basic design skills. I know I some of them would say like, hey, I'm a digital marketer, but I don't want to deal with the designs and stuff. But I think it's definitely very good for you to have and acquire that skill, which is the basic design. So in the world of marketing, it really can't be all about text. So you need some sort of a design. So it really involves like a well-designed visual appearance because the first thing that you see is the design. So if you don't feel awe with the design, I'm pretty sure you're not going to read what the context is all about, right? So with that being said, you don't really have to be a rock star when it comes to photoshopping, but I would say that gain that experience, have that knowledge. Okay, so that's the third one. Uh, I think that's the three things that I would like to say here. So it's the writing, editing skills, listening skills, and the basic design skills that you want to have. Okay. And then the third thing is like, what are the advantages of studying digital marketing? Okay, there's two things that I would like to point out here. So first thing that we really have to realize is like it has a wide variety of career opportunities out there. So digital marketing gives you a huge scope and a multitude of job options right in front of you. Okay, so I think I recently I studied an article. It did mention that there are like about 75,000 job listings for digital marketing out there. So unlike any other fields, digital marketing has a lot of opportunities, not only in terms of job, but also you can also be a freelancer digital marketer. Sorry. So that's the advantage. And one more is it evolves, as what Mr. Hardy mentioned earlier. Digital marketing field is evolving. Okay, so digital marketing is one of the field that you will find something new every day and learn and follow. Okay, so you'll find it very interesting. It gives you a lot of freedom to be more creative in terms of creating a marketing plan. So this is what I would say. Those are the advantages of studying digital marketing.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing
You're
those
most
nuggets
welcome.
of knowledge to those
Mm-hmm.
out there who are thinking about having a career in digital marketing. What are the know-hows? Yeah, so these exactly the three things that Ms. Molly Boyd has mentioned: content and
Yes,
editing skills and things like that are crucial. And if you have any interest
very.
in doing that, please ask us any questions on YouTube right now or on Facebook. Please ask questions to our panel of speakers here, and they'll be happy to answer you. I like what you said, Miss Molly, about having the interest to design, and it's not all about words nowadays in advertising. It's also about having to corroborate the pictures and how it's being laid out. I remember through my personal experience a few years ago, I did a proposal for a company, and my superior asked me, Grace, you need to make this proposal infographic. And I was shocked because I do not know how to make it infographic. I love infographics. I think it is so easy to understand, and you can look at the information at one glance. But I do not know how to do infographics. So can you believe it? We had to pay someone else, someone who's just like, I think she's a fresh graduate, and we paid her 1,000 ringgit just to come up with a infographic based on our proposal. And so when you say these are necessary skills, it is very lucrative actually. Okay, we have a question here, and I'm just going to read it out. Uh, so sorry, I'm not able to look at the question properly. Okay. Mm, based on your experience, wait, just let me move something. Okay, sorry for that. Based on your experience, how is digital marketing approach able to effectively penetrate the market for different industries such as hospitals and things like that? Anybody can take this question. Maybe Mr. Honey?
Honey?
Okay, very interesting question. Actually, it's a million dollar question about this hospital industry. We have a great experience on that. I will share how digital marketing can help.
Mhm.
In fact, hospital is it depends on the it's very it could be very detailed. Probably could be 1 hour talk to discuss the strategy, but I will tell you very shortly. Is number one depend on we always look at that. What is the service that you want to promote? For example, hospital now. What Malaysia is very good is actually is a cancer treatment. This is what we were working before part of our strategy to bring patient to Malaysia. So if we look at the cancer treatment, then we have to look at who are the audiences, either in Malaysia or in the other world. So if the patient, then the cancer treatment, in fact, you are dealing with the individual people. So it's a business to the client directly. So in fact, your targeted audience could be an individual person. So for the individual person, then we have to look at that. What will be the best platform to target those individual people? If it's a B2B business, then you have to look at that. Who are the target audience, and then what will be the best platform? So in fact, we look at the what is the exact service you're going to promote, who are the targeted audiences, and then that is a part we do a very detailed analysis of the demand. One is who is the target audience, and second is there any demand for that particular, for example, service. For example, one of the area is anti-aging or stem cell therapy. That's one of the area. Cancer treatment, Malaysia is quite popular. Heart operation, Malaysia is quite popular. A lot of people from global market they come here for those treatment. So when we look at that, then we do the analysis that where will be the related search about that particular service. So for this, effectively, in fact, you have to look at the different channel once you understood that. For example, let me go very detailed. Cancer treatment, Indonesia or Southeast Asia is very famous. They come to Malaysia. Central Asia, in fact, they come to Malaysia because and Middle East, they come to Malaysia. So these are the country we target. And then we look at the search volume. And when we look at the search volume, for example, we look at that what is the best platform that we can target. The great platform is probably Google because people search on that. The other platform to target the people, because in Facebook we have over near to 20 type of the targeting. So from the Facebook, you can run an ad and then target these people to bring them to a specific page. And then you also can target the people who do search about related to your service in different countries with different languages. And then when they search about your service, you can drive the traffic. One more thing on top of this, because it's a media expense, so it's a media ad. Another part is actually if you're doing the business long term, you must look at your search engine optimization. Search engine optimization means you have to do certain criteria for your website. We call on-site SEO and off-site SEO to make sure that your website will be indexed by Google to in fact slowly rank up. And then this is one of the challenge that many industries they have, that they create a website, but the website is actually very informative and is not a commercial. And now the challenges that many industries they have a nice website, but it's an informative website. So the website doesn't convert it. One of the area that we are actually teaching in BBA is how we have to create a website that convert better, and from informative website we move into a commercial website. And then we look at that, what are the criteria that we need to closely look at that, is that how we should look at the search engine optimization to make sure that we rank up in Google. And Molly was telling actually important point, which was content. And content is a fuel of the entire business in digital marketing, and is a skills that everybody could have. If you can write an article in your own language, you can get a great job in digital marketing by producing content, because then content is where that when you produce and you create, we call it backlink, you write the content, and those content actually will affect your audiences. And that is the part that Google when Google start to index your website, and the robot of Google start to analyze your website based on the content, original content, slowly you rank up. So this is actually a combination of different things, producing good content, looking at your website to improve it, to be a world class, a commercial model, look at your search engine optimization, and then look at the platform that is suitable for you to target your audiences in different country. And then I think that will be very, very successful so you can penetrate to the market. I hope I could,
Right.
I hope I answered the question. Molly, anything you would like to add, in fact?
I think you have said it all. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for explaining it in detail about how how that would be definitely useful in several industries. We have another question. This person, he is a trader and he likes currency and cryptocurrency. So if he wants to take an MBA, what majoring is the right choice for him? Maybe Molly, you could take this if you can.
Maybe I'll pass this over to Mr. Honey because I don't want to
Okay.
misdirect. Yeah.
Sure,
Okay,
no
sure.
problem. I think the MBA, if you need to take the MBA program, then definitely one part of that should be MBA in finance. Another MBA, which is I think suitable for this, is fintech. We have BBA in fintech, and then MBA in fintech. I think is a suitable part for you. One of the major that we one of the course, actually the subject we do under BBA and MBA in Unirazza is fintech, which is exactly issuing this area, cryptocurrency, and then MBA in fintech or MBA in finance. I think is suitable for you.
Either MBA in fintech or MBA in finance. So while talking on the MBA, let's talk about a little bit about BBA first in digital marketing. So, Mr. Honey, do you think BBA in digital marketing would be a demand in future? And what are the components and skills they will study in this program?
Okay. Um, Great question, in fact. Okay, BBA in digital marketing, actually, when we start to look at the course, we in digital marketing, BBA in Unirazza, we have a different major. So one of the major is digital marketing, social media, business analytics, and then I think we have other major, but these three are the most popular. What is happening in digital marketing besides all the courses that a student will take? 30% of the courses are core program. Core program means we focus on digital marketing. We started with digital revolution in
Mhm.
the first year, and another great things that happened within the flexibility of and creative team in Unirazza was that not all of this 30%, which is near to 12 courses, is not happening all in the third year. So I think the creative part was that is distribute all of these 12 courses from year one to year three. And what the student is learning, actually, from the year one, they learn how to start a business. They learn about the tools and techniques that actually now we are using with the market. One of the things, actually, I just shared before I move forward, because I want to touch semester one. Semester one
Mhm.
is happening, and in semester one, we highlight a lot about the chatbot, because chatbot industry is moving massively and greatly. So what the students are learning in one semester, in one module, they learn A to Z about chatbot, practically, technically, how to set up, how to actually help the client, what type of chatbot is suitable for what type of industry. And in fact, they become expert in chatbot. So then one of the job you can have, you just can become a chatbot consultant, which you can earn a great money by just looking at the industry and tell, okay, what kind of chatbot is suitable for you. So we make it so practical, and from the first semester we involve the student into the assignments and hands-on work that in fact our team are doing. So those people who are in the office, that now I am, but then because of the COVID, they are working from home. So those people who are in the office are those people who are actually running multi-million-dollar business for the clients. And these people are those who are actually involved in teaching the students. So we distribute the modules from year 1 to year 3. Every semester or year, they will take 1 or 2 modules, which is the core, the specialized module for digital marketing and social media and business analytics. So what is happening is that from the involvement from the first semester, they know what is happening in the market, and that's what exactly is our aim. Then they will learn about Google advertising and social media advertising. Google advertising is will be taught by certified Google. Molly now is one of the trainer, and one of the things actually we are running a lot of workshop base for students, and our aim is to make sure a student when they're finishing the course they should be able to obtain the Google certification, and then our team here are actually be helping them to get a Google certification as part of the module while they are finishing. And then we are targeting on social media advertising. They are learning the most famous platform in the market: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn. Each of them, they have their own strategy. Each of them built for their own. LinkedIn is more on B2B businesses. The Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. Sorry, not Twitter. TikTok is more on targeting the young people. So each of them, they have their own strategy. Each of them how to set up a campaign. So they will learn very detailed hands-on. And then we are teaching them e-commerce, so they learn the skills of how actually they can set up a campaign, they can run a campaign, they can drive the traffic. Then they will learn how to set up a business by learning e-commerce. And then beside that, they also learn different strategy for different platforms. That is another module that they learn. And then beside that, they learn very detailed technical part with remarketing strategy. So how remarketing is working, how we have to target audiences, how we have to retarget, what sort of the content we have to produce. And then inside the content marketing, then we have a massive form of what sort of the content we have to prepare, how this content we should reach the audiences. So what for which type of audiences, what sort of the content we need to target, what is actually the call to action, what sort of the call to action we need to prepare, what sort of the Molly was telling about the design, which is very important, what type of banner we have to design. For example, in social media, we have 3 second to grab the attention of people. That
Right.
much time.
Yeah.
So what sort of the ads, what sort of the banner we have to prepare to make sure that in 3 seconds we grab the attention of the targeted audiences. And this is actually a very detailed discussion we have when we are designing a simple banner. So a banner could be very simple. However, in fact, that simple banner is designed, and there are a lot of thought behind that. That when we run the banner, this banner grab the attention in 3 seconds. These are the details that, with great experience that our team have in the past
Yeah.
5, 6 years,
Awesome.
we we are looking at that, and then we are actually making sure. So then on top of at the end, massively we also define in every course, which is this around 12 courses, we did all of the assignment actually design part of the real project we are doing with the industry. So we involve them in those assignment, and those assignment is actually a real work that we were doing with the in the industry. We define it, so we want the more hands-on. So in fact, it's just the focus is on hands-on to make sure that they reach to the level that they 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 can easily get a job, and that's the ultimate goal we have.
Okay. Yeah.
Either they get a job or they will be able to set up their business. So one of the just this point also, as some of the students that now attending the class, they are actually running the business. So they are the entrepreneur, they are a startup company, and then while they learn, they immediately
Yeah.
apply those knowledge in their own business, and then they are very successful. And our classes, that's a great point. I want to add. Our classes is not a class that a lecturer talk and a student listen. Is more like
Uh-huh.
a dialogue based. A student, they bring
Okay.
the issue to the class, a consultant will attend, and then we all guide them, or other people they guide them. And I think is a real learning happening in this kind of classroom, rather than I just deliver a message and just talk and people just listen. That's the great thing. I think we
Mm.
love it so much. So the classes are very productive in
Yeah.
Uniraza.
Yeah, great. So I like that you said the takeaway point, whatever they learn, they apply right away, right? So yeah, that's great. And having said that, Miss Molly, I'm going to ask you $1 million question. Um, what is the salary range for a fresh grad who has done digital marketing as his or her major? And could
Okay,
you give
so
us some like tips as well as how would they carry themselves during the interview session so that they get the job?
okay, yes, can. So when we talk about fresh grads and so
Mm,
when they go in for a job, so the first thing that they will do, they will become a specialist,
mm,
depending on what area that they have focused on. So it ranges anywhere from 2.5K to 3,000 ringgit per month.
okay.
Um,
Mm, that's a
Again,
good start.
some they
Yeah.
can even demand more,
Okay.
because they might have some experience while they're actually pursuing their degree, and but if you have like zero experience, then definitely you'll be somewhere between 2.5 to 3K for a starter. But then here, what I want to give you in terms of valuable tips, what I would say is, I want students to offer their work for free, because that's where you can actually gain your experience, right? So why don't you offer your work for free, or take a low paying like a training position or like an internship, So it definitely nearly everyone has to start from the bottom. It's not like boom, you're gonna go all the way up there. So you might not have currently have the skills that your dream job requires. So you definitely want to start from the bottom, offer your work, and if you can take up like a low paying training position, go for it. Why not? Because at the end of the day, that's gonna benefit you
Mm,
in a way. Okay. And what else I can say is, okay, so for when it comes to interview, the very first thing that you want to do is like you really
mm,
want to stand out with the outstanding CV. Like that's the
okay.
basic thing that you can never miss
Yeah.
it, right? So
Yeah,
your CV
exactly.
is literally is just more than your ticket to an interview.
Yeah.
So take your CV very take it close to your heart. It's very important.
Mm,
So have an outstanding CV. Practice answering the essentials question, like the generic questions.
mm,
So with that, and then you want to know, and then you're definitely going to have like the depth of interview by they're going to ask you like industry specific questions. So you want to be
mm,
able to tell them like what digital marketing platforms and softwares do you use? What do you like the most about digital marketing? Or what is your digital marketing philosophy? Or can you
mm,
describe your greatest success in digital marketing?
mm,
So all this is all like the industry specific questions that you want to master. So try practicing them and like practice as much as you can. The last
mm,
but not the least, perfect
mm.
your online presence. So
Ah, okay.
yes, that's a trick
I
right
got
there.
you.
So your LinkedIn profile,
Mm,
if you have to
mm,
brush it up, furnish it nicely. Make sure that your LinkedIn profile do have a picture of you. So that's the key thing that they really
yeah.
have to do in terms when it comes to interview, though.
LinkedIn is great, but okay, what about their personal social media? Do they need to brush up their personal social media as well, or that can be
Yes,
kept away?
definitely they want to brush up on their personal social media as well, because
Mm-hmm.
some they don't really have anything related to their job related. That's fine, but when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
personal thing, make sure that you're not having like any unwanted pictures or like you
Mm-hmm.
don't want the
Yeah,
recruiters see you and judge you by those pictures. So
exactly.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of people they might think, hey, it's cool to have those pictures in my platform, but try to avoid
Mm-hmm.
that because it's never gonna do good to you. You don't want people to judge you. You don't want recruiters to judge you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my cat is coming into the thing. Okay,
It's
so
okay.
all
He's
right,
one of
sorry
the
about that.
participant as well, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, that. Okay. All right. Just for the benefit of the audience, before my cat
Yeah.
sabotage everything. So yeah, hello. And okay. Now, before we answer more questions from the audience, I have a question now. How do you conduct classes? And this anybody can answer. We are currently in this situation, the pandemic situation, and so I assume classes are run online. And how do you handle students during this online learning session? Do you provide any extra initiatives for them? Anybody could answer this.
Okay, then
Mr.
I
Honey,
will
do
take
you
this
want to go
question.
first and then I can go next? Yeah.
Sure, sure. So what actually at this moment we do, Unirazor, they have different mood of study for different people. We in fact now, because it's running fully online, we have a student from Malacca, JB, we have a student in fact international who join. Uh, okay, handling a student I know is an issue, especially in this moment because they can't come to the campus. Some of the classes running on weekend, some of the classes running on weekdays, on based on the different mood is mood A to E, and is very flexible for different group of students, learning adults, and different people. Uh, one of the great things we all did together with Unirazza, instead of just putting the material there, and that's one of the challenge I think many universities have, just putting the material and expect a student to go and learn it. We came out with the activity base, and then what we have done, classes running on weekend, so we attend, but then during the weekdays we run, put some material and some activity. So activity, in fact, could be in the form of the discussion, in the form of watching a video and talk about it, and a student will be involved on that. So part of the activity also is a collaborative learning from each other. Mostly, some of the students they even don't know each other. They never seen each other because they are from different places, different states. Then so that activity make them to actually work together. That activity make them to discuss together, have a collaborative learning. Another great things for digital marketing is actually they bringing the challenge to the classes, each of them, when they are running their own business, and then they get different idea. It's kind of brainstorming happening all the time, and when people come, they don't see that. Okay, so one of the terms is actually I really don't like it, and I think when I was a study, and I'm sure many people are like that, go and study word is like something like very boring. So like, okay, I want to study, let me study. So instead of that, we came actually with the word called learning, because we are all learning from each other. And then when I go to the class, sometimes these people are running a business and they share with me. So we are actually kind of sharing session rather than you expect the student to come and study. Okay, you have to study and then you have to pass the mark and you have to do
Mm.
your quiz and you have to do your assignment. And this is something very boring, I think, in this modern education with a lot of available material online. So we changed the entire things into the interactive model of, okay, learning together, don't worry about assignment, it's not an assignment, it's just like you're learning, let's do the task together, collaborative learning we have together. And then those all help a student to be very motivated, come to the class, participate, because they know that they can provide solution for the other students. They also can use their brain to grow their businesses much more better. And then we act, in fact, not as a lecturer, but as a consultant for those students who come. The relationship is amazing. I love that. I think the students are enjoying. Is something new, great concept of the old traditional model of lecturer and a student. A lecturer teach a student a study is more interactive than a sharing session. We learn from each other, we help each other, brainstorming, and then we all moving together, we all growing businesses together. That is the ultimate dream that we had last time to set it up, and Unirazov platform actually help us to work together, create, and then I think achieve a great result. It just started, but then I think the response from students and the number of students growing much more faster. A lot of people they can see this kind of is very effective in terms of the time consuming. Is very effective in terms of the being productive. Don't waste your time. Don't memorize. We don't want people to go and study and memorizing, but it's just practical. Do the job, do the task, learn from each other, and then move on much more faster. That's I think is a great thing. Molly, over to you.
Yes, so I can actually speak from my personal perspective, like,
Yeah.
being a lecturer. Like, I think, yes, you want to motivate the students, but then if the lecturer itself is not motivated enough, I don't think so the entire class is going to be motivated. So, the lecturer needs to be well motivated. You need to be engaged, you need to be like, active, move on and do something. Or else, like, if
Agree.
you do,
Yeah.
like, if you're not motivated, like, how is the students are going to be motivated? Do you see what I mean here?
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
yeah,
Definitely.
so the motivation, the level of engagement, and also definitely with the activity learning base is very, very
Yeah.
crucial when it comes to online learning, since we have shifted
Yeah.
that to
Yeah.
virtual. Yes.
Yeah, I can totally resonate with that because I'm a lecturer myself,
Yes.
and I
Yeah.
completely agree with Mr. Honey that it should be like almost like a flipped classroom where we give them the problem, we find the solution together as a class, and also they work on it. They work on a project together, and from that we look at opportunities for learning. We look at how we can inject our experience to them. It's all about passing on knowledge. And so it's not just us teaching them, but we also learn from them. And so, yeah, completely agree with both of your statements. Okay, I'm going to be reading some questions from my phone actually because what you see on screen is not the complete question. Yep, okay. So this question is by Mr. Eric Palin. He says, conversion matters with digital marketing. Optimization and testing methodology also matters to reduce error for higher conversion rate. And this is a very expensive metric. Is there a proven approach that guarantees results while reducing incurred cost and waste? Has the Unirazak case proven for a steady conversion rate? I could read the question again. Would you like me to read the question again? Okay.
No,
Yes,
I'm very
definitely.
clear about that. I'm very clear about
Oh,
that.
great.
Okay. Yes, in fact, all the very good question. Eric Balan, I know Eric Balan is my good friend. Actually, we are connected. In fact, great. Um, uh, yes, all the strategy that we are setting up, the ultimate is actually we see what is the conversion rate. What does it mean conversion rate for other people? In fact, those who are listening, conversion rate means uh, in the landing page means when you run the ads, you target people. In the first stage, you expect them to see the ad, grab the attention, and they click. That's a first important thing that we all team are working hard to make sure that people see the ad, and then once they see the ad, they click on that, and they come to a specific page that we call landing page or promotion page. Now, those who see the ad and those who click on the ad, then there is a percentage that they call if 100 people saw the ad as an impression or reach, 5 of them click on that. We call the conversion rate of the ad is 5%. 5 of the people from 100, they saw the ad, they clicked, they came to the landing page. Now, from these people, 5 people came to the landing page. If one of them fill up the form, then means the conversion is 20%. That is another measurement that we have. So sometimes we have a good traffic coming to the page, but there is no filling up a form, so there is no lead generating. So that conversion actually, then we know, okay, there is a problem in the landing page. So
Mm,
in the journey of the running the ad, one conversion rate is actually from those who see the ad and click and come to the landing page. Another
mm,
conversion rate to measure how performing the ad is actually those who came to the page, how many of them fill up the form, and then
yeah.
how many of them didn't fill up the form and left. So conversion rate is very important issue to highlight it. We know based on the analysis we have done, every industry, every domain, they have an average conversion rate in the world, which released the report released by Google, report released by
Mm,
Facebook. For example, higher
mm,
education, we know the conversion rate is actually 3.5%, means 100 people come to your page, you expect average 3 to 4 of them, they fill up the form. Now, how we actually make sure that this conversion rate from 3% become more. One of the area is actually optimizing the content. One of the area is actually using different content. One of the area is actually we analyze properly the page and the traffic. One of the area to increase the conversion, in fact, is to running a good remarketing strategy. One of the area is to run a segmentation analysis inside the page and then running a proper remarketing to follow up the people to come back to the page again. In education, we the conversion that we achieve is actually much above the market. So 3.5% actually for higher education. Ours is average of 15%. The reason is because we were expert. We were doing this for long time. Another area of the conversion that we do many times, in fact, during the when we run the campaign, we call it something called A/B test. A/B test is actually, there are two ideas that we generate, and these two ideas, both of them we implement with the minimum allocated of budget, and then we check the performance of these two, which one performing better. Sometimes, a call to action, a simple call to action will bring a different result. Sometimes a different design or different picture that we are using bring a result. Sometimes the language is bringing the result. For example, if you are targeting people in Malaysia, and for example, a course, we want to run in English and Bahasa Malaysia, Bahasa Melayu, then we check and see sometimes the Bahasa Malawi performing better, sometimes English performing better, Mandarin language sometimes better performing than the English. This A/B test will help us. We run many times. It's actually one of the best practices in the market, that we run A/B test, we see which one performing better, and then we scale up that performance. Another great thing I want to highlight here, if there's any students are actually attending and listening to this, or anyone who are thinking that they want to do in digital marketing, one thing we have in our company that uh, there is no idea that we can say cannot implement in digital marketing. Any idea has the ability to get the result in digital marketing. So one of the great things we have, actually, when we do brainstorming, we form the ideas and then we talk about it. There is no idea that we can say, oh, this cannot. Nobody knows how the idea will be performing in front of million of people that we run, because, or 100,000 or 500,000 people that we run the campaign. Nobody knows how the campaign will be performed unless we test the idea. So one of the great things, the best practice that many digital marketing experts, they said, any idea you have, it's worth to test it. Anything come to your mind as young person, and out of the box, something you think that it might work really perfectly. So we have actually a lot of ideas generated by our young people, of fresh graduate, and it was performing amazing. So this is also another thing I just wanted to add for here. I hope I answered the question.
Okay, suppose we actually have a few more questions, so we may go out of time just by 5 or 10 minutes. So the next question is quite an interesting one. Let me read the question first. Bentley and Rolls-Royce do not advertise, but they have strong brand awareness and recall. How can digital marketing help Unirazak garner a stronger brand recall and eventually not advertise anymore?
Great question.
Yeah.
Okay, should I answer? Molly, you would like to take, or you want me to answer?
Oh, you can answer.
Okay. It's very interesting question. Yes, it's true, because building brand, in fact, is one of the great area that we started to work with Unirazal. I think now, uh, if with some of the content that we generated in the for Unirazal, we started with, how actually we can build a brand for university. One important part is that university have two products. One product is the courses that they have and the difference between the courses with the other competitors. Now, one of the great courses that Unirazal has with other don't have is actually BBA in digital marketing, which in fact, within that BBA in digital marketing, a student will be able to get 2 Google certificates. Another product that university they have is a student who graduate from the university that carry the name of universities. So to build a brand with Unirazal that we started from last year, two things we have highlighted. One was the uniqueness of the product that they have, which is the course. That is the first product. And this course is very unique because it can run fully online, and is, I think, the only degree that they can run fully online in the country. They can get the Google certification. They can have the chance to talk to the industry, and they learn from industry. So and then another great things that they built in the brand. The highlight was 5 or 6 type of the mode of study they have. which can accommodate for all type of the people who want to study, who actually dream to study. And the second part of the branding for university are those who graduated from the university as a successful alumni, that they carry the name. These two product of university will build the brand. So in the way that people can imagine that, okay, this is a platform that has great opportunity and flexibility for everyone to learn. And the second is that when you learn with this platform, the future will be like this kind of successful people who graduated. So people can make the imagination that, okay, this is a great platform, you enter to that, you will study very well, and then after that you get a great job. So this is a pathway that you move. And then I think now, because like we talk in the industry with several people, I think Unirazal built a brand as a pioneer university that offering degree online, and now degree in business fully online, and now even for IT courses, that another project we are actually working together, which is IT courses, degree in IT actually running fully online. And that's a great opportunity for whoever want to study degree in IT can study fully online, which is very good solution for the current situation that all of us we have. And the second, we should highlight on successful alumni who graduated. For some of the courses we have done together with Unirazov, such as CPA Australia, we did those who get the accounting degree, and then those who study with Unirazam and then they get great opportunity. One of them was working in Bank Negara. Similar things when a student are graduating from Unirazam and BBA, then I think we have to build the second product, which is the graduated students, which I think is massive, because now many of them also, they are very successful business people. They're running a business and they're attending the course. They're going to graduate very soon. Uh, uh, Building brand for university are these two important things. One is the great product and unique product, and second is graduate successful students, successful alumni. In fact, so we're working with Unirazal on that. That's my answer.
Yeah, that's great, great. Okay, lots of initiatives and effort has been put in place. All right, the next question, maybe Ms. Molly can answer this. How long does it take to go from being a digital marketing executive to a digital marketing manager? This question is
That's
asked by
definitely
Mr. Hadi
another million
Gunadharma.
dollar question.
Yeah.
Okay, so to be honest, with the real life situation, it really depends on their experience and their knowledge that they have gained, and it's not like any other positions out there. Like after you have gained 2 years of, and then that's when you can climb up the ladder. No, it doesn't work like that with digital marketer. You just have to show your potential, like your work, how much have you done, your contribution, in terms of conversion and stuff. So when you show that report, when you show your success rate, eventually it won't take much. I would say probably like if you're an expert in your field, I would say probably like 6 months, 8 months. I have seen a lot of people like they have jumped from executive to manager. Even one of my friends, she graduated. She was a fresh graduate, but while she was studying, she did help out. Like, she did offer like a free paid stuff, and she's a manager right now. So those are examples that I can give you guys. It's real
And
and it happened. So it's how much you want to put yourself out there.
correct. Yeah, exactly. Because it's not just digital marketing skills itself, that one has
No,
other attributes like attitude
not
wise
at
and
all.
effort and things like that. Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely, you're right.
Yeah. So I have a final question, finally, from the audience. With vast information in digital sphere, how do you define successful digital marketing? This is from Mr. Kyle. Anybody can take this.
Okay. It depends a lot. How I can actually answer this question, it depends a lot on the expectation of the clients. So how to say a successful digital marketing is based on how you can manage the expectation of client and how you achieve what clients want from you. Let me give you some example. Some client, they come and tell you, okay, look, I just want 1 million people to view my video. That's a KPI, and this is my budget. If you could achieve that and your client is happy, you are a successful agency. You didn't generate any revenue because you just make the person famous probably. So this video have been watched by 1 million people. Some people, they come and tell you, okay, look, I just want to get like in Facebook and Instagram. I need 1 million like. Actually, someone called me yesterday to consult. How can I get 10,000 like per month? And then how much should I expect? So this kind of question is that, okay, so can we do within the budget? The challenge is actually the KPI set from the client and the budget. If it's not matched and you cannot make it, then you are not a successful digital marketing agency. But if you could make it with the budget they have, what they want to achieve, you are a successful digital marketing agency. So clients, sometimes they come and say, okay, I want 500,000 people to come and visit my website. Whatever happened there, I don't care. You don't care. I just want traffic to my page.
Okay.
And you bring the traffic to the page. Some people, they come and say, okay, now I want people to fill up the form. So you run the strategy in the way that my content, my funnel, uh, the layout of my website, the structure of my page should be in the way that when you are driving the traffic, I want them to fill up the form. I want lead. What I'm going to do with the lead is not your business. You generate lead for me 500 per month. If you could do that, you are a successful agency. Now, someone go further. Now, if you are actually working on e-commerce portal, what they want in e-commerce, they want revenue. And that is a challenge for digital marketing. The challenge is that, okay, I give you 5,000 ringgit, how much money you can make for me? How to calculate that? And you don't know about the product, probably you know, okay, is accessory, is cosmetic, is a course online, is a music online, they're selling jewelry, gold, what else? Bag, clothes, dressing. How to calculate and to make sure that you achieve what they expect. So that is the part that you need to do a very deep analysis about the products, the demand of the market, and then the the search, and then what they search about that, how to target that. Some now they come, for example, university. Now what we have, actually university asking us, okay, I don't want any more leads everyone can give. I want final application. Or a hospitality, hotels, they tell us, okay, I don't want inquiry, I want booking. Yeah, insurance company, they tell us, okay, I want final sign up. Now one of the project we do is actually a fundraising for my fund is actually for winter vision, in fact, for Palestine, Syria people. What they want people to pay. That kind of KPI setup is very hard. However, within the expert people that we have, within the tools that we have, analytics tools, within the historical data, within the many tools that is available, we will be able to do estimated forecast. If we can achieve that, it's very challenging, but if we can achieve, whoever can achieve that, not we, whoever as an agency can achieve that, they are a successful agency. So if I want to wrap it up, whoever can achieve the expectation of the client in any form, generating leads, driving traffic, getting like, we have sometimes people, they want to say, I want to be a celebrity. How you can make me celebrity with 5,000 ringgit per month? I want when I go everywhere, everyone knows me. That's all I want. I don't want you generate money for me. That strategy is different. We have a lot of young people, they want to be celebrated. They want, when they walk in the road, people come and say, can you sign? Yeah, give me your sign. So people, they have different needs. Successful agency is an agency that can understand the expectation and requirement of client clearly and make sure to achieve what client wants. Sometimes could be very easy as just drive the traffic or get like and follower. And sometimes it's very difficult, as much as generating revenue for the client. So it's very subjective, based on the requirement from the clients that you have. That's my answer.
Yeah. Excellent. I think that's an excellent answer. And to tie with that, I'm going to allow one last question from the audience because it's related to that. This is from Tara. How do you ensure digital marketing is ethical and doesn't use personal information to sell their products? Because obviously, farming of user database is used here.
Okay, I think that one I will answer it because we have that principle. Very important question and very good question. Um, if you run when you create the page and you run Facebook advertising, you need to have a form that kind of policy that you're not sharing the data. The most important principle of us, and I'm sure of many agencies, is that the data should be kept inside our database for that particular client. If it might be leak, and it's happened a lot everywhere. However, part of the strategy and part of the principles we have, we make sure that no data leads inquiry will be shared with the other client, which is most probably are from the same industry. So the lead that generate, for example, for university A, 100% will be stay in our database, and then will be only shared with that university. We had this principle from the beginning when we set up the company, that we are not going to share the database because that's a money spent by that particular client, and the data should be for them. However, the leak of data is actually happening. A lot of brokers are out there that if you search in Google now, and you can see a lot of them, they're selling the data of the email of people from bank. You want to get HR of bank, a lot of data are available. They can purchase it and they can get access. However, we as an agency, we have the commitment and responsibility to make sure that no single data will be released to outside people and especially because many of them is actually the information of students that they fill up the form. Sometimes the parents that they fill up the form that they're looking as an inquiry, and those all will be kept in our dedicated server with a great security layout that we have, and then it will share with the universities and a client, and it will keep there. That is a very
Right.
important principle we have, and is a great point that you have highlighted because yeah, a lot of places it might actually leak
Yeah.
to the market, and then people are using. I give you an example. It's my own personal. I fill up a form for viewing a property, but then I got a call from different other property. And I have no idea how that email actually was sharing with other properties. So they share whoever could close it. It's a winner, in fact, which is it never happened for us, and we never had any issue from any of our clients that is data. With the international, in fact, we have to fill up a form of the personal data protection with them. That's part of the agreement when we did with Singapore, UK, Australia. That's part of the agreement. Sometimes in Malaysia, they get us to be committed to actually sign for the data protection. It's very important question. That's good. And then we are aware of that. We are protecting our clients to make sure that the data or inquiry related to them is not releasing to anyone else in the market.
Okay, thank you so much. And I'm going to wrap up today's session with one final question. Would you please give us or share tips and advice to all students out there who are thinking of taking up the opportunity to study a degree program with professional certificates pertaining to especially digital marketing?
Okay, should I answer? Molly, would you like to take this?
Well, for me, from my experience, what I would say is definitely digital marketing field is vast, and I would seriously recommend everybody, like in terms of not everybody, like whoever's interested in the field, to go in and explore, because there's a lot of things that you can do, and there's a lot of sectors that you can go and like explore out there. So there's a lot of advantages of you studying digital marketing. For sure, I would say go for it.
Great. I
Okay,
think
just,
that's excellent.
just add
Yeah.
to that. To add to that, if you are thinking to start your own business, if you are thinking to grow your own business, the best way is actually studying digital marketing to be survive in this digital economy. If you're looking for a high-paid job, if you're looking to have a great future, I think digital marketing skills is a skills that you need to be grow your business, in fact, and grow the business of your client for future.
Yeah, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you so much. And with that, we have our Group CEO of Chamran Digital Group, Mr. Hani. Thank you so much. And Miss Molly Boyd,
Welcome.
lecturer and industry expert in Chamran Academy. Thank you for your precious time and for availing yourself to come and speak with us. Now, before we go, there are some announcements I'd like to make to our fellow viewers. The most important one is Uniraza Virtual Day, Open Day is coming up, and there will be live consultation from 31st October 2020 until the 6th November 2020. So please feel free to visit Uniraza website to know more. And if you're particularly interested in digital marketing, BBA specializing in digital marketing, please feel free to ask questions there as well. The other things I'd like to highlight before I end the session is Uniraza intake is on the 7th of November 2020. Application for MARA TESP are available, still available, and applies until 31st October 2020. So to get more information on this, please visit the website and apply www.mara.gov.my and www.uniraza.edu.my. Or you can call us at the number below. Don't forget, once again, to follow My Uniraza on Facebook and Instagram to be updated. You can also subscribe to My Uniraza YouTube channel because these are all the important channels that we tap into to give information out there. Stay tuned for our upcoming events with more interesting topics at your TikTok live sessions. Don't forget to keep your social distancing and stay safe, everyone. Thank you, guys. Thank you again. And thank you to the viewers out there and all those who pose such excellent questions.
Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.